Tommy Rees again. You mentioned Kevin Stefanski said that he has an incredible football mind. I know you wrote an article about that. I would also say he coached for Nick Saban at Alabama, who called him one of the bright young coaching minds in the game. So clearly, this guy has some innovation and is a young, up-and-coming football mind on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that's certainly how they feel. I know they felt that way about him when they hired him and had him in the building for a couple of months. I think Reese is viewed as a future head coach in this, whether it's NFL or college. We know he interviewed a couple times for that North Carolina job that went to Bill Belichick. I think the fact that he's a former quarterback is important. They see the field, they see the game differently than a lot of players. His dad was a personnel guy in the NFL and college for a long time, so he's grown up around the game. And then to work for Nick Saban, I know it was only 1 year, but the fact that Saban hired him, if you look at some of the guys Saban has had as his coordinator, Steve Sarkisian, he had Brian Daboll, he had Bill O'Brien were some of his coordinators, Lane Kiffin. So he hires guys that have really a good reputation on offense. And then to talk the way that Saban did about Reese after he was there for a year, I think that is important. So I get any kind of skepticism about promoting a guy that was part of the league's worst offense or one of the league's worst offenses. But I think Reese is different because he's so young, because he was new last year. I don't think his fingerprints were all over that offense, but yet the Browns feel there's a huge ceiling for Tommy Reese.